Well, this is a president, as we know, who likes to set out his stall and his feelings by tweet early in the hours of each working day. We had it on Iran a couple of days ago, and now we've got something about tariffs and unfair trade and so on. And of course, it plays pretty well because free trade at the moment is a little bit out of fashion, and people are feeling that there are other countries which are eating their lunch unfairly. And so that's the president's sentiment. As for Juncker's visit at the moment, I would have thought the chances of material progress are not great. He will be talking about the prospects for improving EU-US trade and so on, and dealing with the problems of the tariffs which the United States has imposed. We've got steel and aluminium so far. Many US manufacturers deeply regret that because it pushes up their costs. The administration is talking about cars. I'm not sure anyone has told the president that the biggest exporter of cars from America is actually BMW, who sent 80% of their output to other countries, and that's very, very good for America's foreign trade. I would have thought that with Juncker, what they were trying to do is to calm things down a bit and to get across the point that tariffs, in fact, are not great. Tariffs simply increase the costs to the consumer and to manufacturing industry and make you less competitive.
Ambassador, you mentioned the tweet on Iran that we got a couple of days ago. What are the European allies of the US thinking on that topic at the moment? Have they softened their view that, of course, originally was in support of the original Iran deal and against the president's decision to withdraw from it? Or is it still pretty overtly against the president's tact?
They still strongly disagree with the decision that the president took. And of course, many of them, including the Brits, ran around quite vigorously before the president's decision to see if there was some way in which they could improve the nuclear deal, what we call the JCPOA, and make it a bit more palatable to the White House. Despite that, the president has, if you like, pulled the rug from under that deal. It's not dead yet. The Europeans would like it still to work because they think it's much the least bad way, if I can put it like that, of stopping Iran getting nuclear weapons. So I don't think they've softened their view. They think this was a misjudgment, and they do worry that if Iran starts enrichment or indeed moving towards something that was military in the nuclear sphere, the risk is not only that Iran becomes more dangerous, the risk is that we have a nuclear arms race in the Middle East, and we don't think that's in anyone's interest. So I think the answer is views have not changed, but the communication will continue, both with the United States and actually with Tehran, to see whether we can try to stop this thing getting out of control.
Ambassador, just finally, whilst you're there on the UK front, has Theresa May survived and got through the latest threats to her government, and will she make it through now to the Brexit date, March next year?
She's certainly survived till today, which is the end of parliamentary term here in London, so I think she can go off on vacation feeling that she's achieved quite a lot, at least survived. Will she survive through till 29th of March? Who knows? The whole position politically is very volatile. There is no agreement, even within the Conservative Party, on what sort of Brexit deal we should be trying to negotiate with Brussels. There's a huge amount still to play for. There are many different options: hard Brexit, soft Brexit, no Brexit, delayed Brexit. We don't know where that's going to go. But I would have thought that from the Prime Minister's point of view, partly because there's no obvious successor, and partly because, you know, in their right mind, who would want to do her job at the moment, I would have thought she's likely to be there until March. But anyone who says that with any certainty, frankly, doesn't know what they're talking about.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.